Lemon water might be the simplest thing that you can do every single day for your liver. Studies show it can shrink liver fat in just 2 weeks and lower the markers of liver damage by more than 25%. Here's the problem. If you're making the common mistakes that I'm about to show you, those benefits can disappear or diminish. And instead of helping your liver, you could actually be making things worse. So these are the top 5 mistakes to avoid when using lemon water. First, a lot of people make their lemon water too weak. They put a few drops in a big glass that's basically lemon flavored water, and your liver isn't getting any of the compounds that it actually needs to burn off fat or protect itself. The real power is in the pulp and the peel. That's where the compounds live that shield your liver cells from the damage the most. They help burn off fat stored inside of your liver, and then they switch on your detox pathways. So if you're not using enough lemon, or you're skipping the peel or the rinds kind of infused in your glass, you could be cutting yourself off from most of the benefits. Now, here's the other side of this mistake. More is not necessarily better, though. If you overdo it, using more than a lemon or 2 every day, or more than 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in a glass, and you're drinking it over and over again, that acid can kind of start to backfire in the body, maybe stomach irritation, bloating, reflux, even just affecting your teeth or the enamel, or a little headachy. So the sweet spot is about half to 1 full lemon, squeezed into at least 8 to 12 ounces of water. I typically use 16 ounces, and ideally you would use fresh lemons. If they tend to spoil on you, a pro tip is to store them in the fridge in a container or a glass container or jug in water. And they will keep 4 times as long than if you just have it sitting in the fridge or on the counter. If you only have access to lemon juice, no worries. There are still benefits. Adding 1 to 2 tablespoons to your 12 plus ounces of water will get the job done. Enjoy that. Stick to just 1 or 2 glasses of this mix per day. It's consistency over time that makes the difference, not chugging it more and more. Next, number 2, a lot of people make their lemon water and then they slam it down and then they just go on with their day thinking that they're getting all the benefits from it. But it does definitely still have benefits, but if you want to maximize the goodness of lemons, here's the truth. If you drink it right away, you're mostly just getting the taste. The compounds that actually help your liver, the vitamin C, the antioxidants, the oils from the peel and the rind, need a little bit of time to infuse into the water. If you don't let that happen, your liver misses out on some of those protecting compounds that make lemon water worth drinking in the first place. So let your lemon water sit for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Do a couple other things once you got it ready. Let it infuse. It helps draw out more of those compounds. And if you've been using bottled lemon juice, just be sure that it's organic, but consider switching to actual lemons. There is a better benefit to them. Bottled juice is oftentimes pasteurized, and it can wipe out some of the vitamin C that's beneficial in lemons. And also be on the lookout for any kind of preservatives if you are using the juice. Just adds more stress and strain to your liver if you're putting those in there. Fresh lemons, though, give you those real compounds that your liver needs. But they maximize with their release into the water if you give them a little bit of time to soak. The next one, number 3, is one of the biggest reasons why people don't get the full benefits of lemon water. It really has nothing to do with how they make it. It's about when they drink it. If you sip it right before or during a meal, it can kind of dilute with the stomach acid, and your body's already working on digestion and everything that's coming in from food. And your body needs that stomach acid and those resources to properly break down proteins and fats and the things you're ingesting. So when food isn't broken down the way that it should be, and if you interfere with that, you throw lemon in and you're trying to get the benefits right then, not only are you not getting the full benefits of lemon water, but you could also be altering digestion. Your whole digestive system could be, disrupted, broken down a little bit, maybe strained a bit, and it's just extra stress on your liver as well. Because your liver's main job is keeping up with breaking down those fats, breaking down those nutrients, breaking down those toxins, and they won't be as clearly as they could be. So just make sure you're drinking lemon water at the right time to help your body and help your liver instead of interfere with the processes that it already has to do. The best window is on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. Do it at least 30 to 60 minutes before a meal. That way your liver gets the vitamin C, the antioxidants, the natural compounds without without interference. And it can focus on detoxing, fat metabolism, and all of its other jobs outside of digesting food. Another bad time is right before bed if you have acid reflux or any kind of digestive issues. If acidity triggers heartburn, especially when you lay down, this can be a problem. And your liver does much of its repair work overnight. So you can interfere with that repair process a bit. Personally, I have no issues drinking lemon water late in the day, and I can have lemon water, before bed. But for some people, you just need to be aware of it. It could be a mistake adding it in right then. Just have it after dinner, kind of in between dinner and bedtime if you're having it later. Now, number 4, I can sympathize with this next mistake, but you squeeze your lemon, you take a sip, and it's just tart. Like sometimes my kids will try it. They're like, woo! You reach for a packet then, or a spoonful of something to add to it to kind of sweeten it, to fix the taste, a la lemonade. But that's the moment the liver benefits start slipping away. And here's why. Any sort of sugar tells your body to store fat. You're instantly out of fat burning mode. And then the liver is where a lot of that fat ends up being stored. And if you're fighting fatty liver, sweetening your lemon water pushes you in the complete wrong direction. The 0-calorie stuff isn't any better. Low calorie, light, any of those types of things. Many artificial sweeteners are handled by your liver and are one of the worst substances for your liver. You can check out my video on sucralose. I will post that below. If you have not seen it, you will be shocked at what happens to your liver cells when you put the artificial sweetener of sucralose inside your body. So these things add to the toxic load that your liver is already under and is trying to reduce. Another to be aware of is agave or any kind of fruit juice concentrate. They're also anti-liver. They're heavy in fructose. Fructose is a sugar only processed in the liver. So consuming heavy fructose foods is like asking the liver to work overtime. Like, oh, one more pile of stuff for you to do today. It drives more fat into the liver. So agave, I don't love. It's heavily genetically modified and it's really high, like 90% fructose. Now, honey, on the other hand, is something else other people try to put in, but it's 43% fructose. I do like honey. I do like its properties. I love it when it's local. It does have benefits. It really helps with teas and things of that nature. But if you're trying to heal your liver, it's one that we need to cut out for a period of time. You can enjoy it after your liver is healed, after the weight is off. So don't try to turn your lemon water into lemonade with sugar or diet packs or agave or a juice concentrate or honey. If you want a touch of sweet, you just can't get it down unless you have a little bit of sweet, then try something that's going to work with your liver and not against it. Try sticking to pure stevia. I like organic versions. Pure monk fruit. I like organic versions. Those are going to be safer bets. But skip the sugar and the artificial sweeteners, especially while you're trying to fix fatty liver. Finally, one of the most common mistakes that I see is treating lemon water like a quick fix. You drink it here and there, or maybe you try it for a week and then you stop when you don't feel a miracle. But that's not how it works. Your liver is getting hit every single day. Sugar, especially fructose, processed foods and chemicals, environmental toxins. If lemon water is only occasional, you're leaving your liver unprotected most of the time. The compounds in lemons, the vitamin C, the antioxidants, the oils from the peels, don't work like a one-time cleanse. They build up their effect when you give them to your body consistently. Research shows measurable improvements in liver fat and damage markers after 2 weeks of steady use. And the benefits keep compounding. At 12 weeks, the changes are even more dramatic, but only if you stick with it. So use lemon water consistent if you want your liver to actually heal and burn off fat instead of storing it. This has to become a daily habit, not a once in a while drink. Now, not for the rest of your life, but at least till your liver is healed and the weight has reduced. Make it a part of your morning routine. Give your liver a steady level of support that it desperately needs. Now that you know how to avoid the mistakes that can ruin lemon water's liver benefits, the next step is learning how to get the most out of it. That's exactly what I show you in my other video, which is already seen by more than 2 million people. In it, I break down the exact lemon water routine that research shows can shrink liver fat by nearly 40% in just 2 weeks, plus an additional supplement that's been shown to improve fat in the liver in as little as 90 days. So if you're serious about using lemon water to clean out your liver and speed up results, click here to watch it now, and I'll see you over there.